Kosh's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kosh's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market. Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans in Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby & Coo's, more than books. Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's NOLA Gaming Fest on February 18th and 19th at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with thousands of dollars in cash and prizes, and so much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to nolagamingfest.com.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
Resistance is futile. Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios. This is D Squared with
Brian Held.
Hey, Brian, how the hell are you?
I am fantastic, man, although the traffic out there is not.
It is bad out there.
Yeah.
That's why you should listen to Total Traffic New Orleans.
I know.
Follow them on Twitter at TTNO.
So, actually, we have a much more important announcement, though, Dave.
We do.
Yeah, our sister station, WNOE, is currently doing a telethon for St. Jude. And, of course, we all know St. Jude. They're about finding cures, saving children. And that number for the...
What they're looking for, Brian, is they're looking for partners in hope. That's the word. They want partners in hope for $20 a month on a credit card. Look, this money all goes to curing cancer. I know it sounds silly, but it's true. That's what they're doing. They're looking for partners in hope. Just $20 a month on a credit card. And, you can find the link at WNOE.com. But, Brian, what's the number?
The number's 1-800-795-1800. They're live downstairs right now taking your calls. So, look, it's everybody's got it tough right now. But if you got a couple of bucks to spend to help these kids, that would be very greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, if you go check out WNOE.com, that's our sister station, they've got the links to everything. There's some very heart-touching stories, which, as a parent, it's actually hard to listen to some of these things.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
it's tough. So, I mean, I understand where they're coming from as parents having to go through that stuff. So what they're looking for, partners in hope, $20 a month on a credit card. And look, if you guys can help out, we'd appreciate it. And the number, once again, Brian,
is 1-800-795-1800.
All right. So now that has been said, let's move on to laying out the show.
Yeah.
As always, we've got our boy Skungy with his pick of the week with something that actually scares the bejesus out of me.
Yeah. So we'll hear about it in a second. Also,
and our guest. Who's our guest?
Our guest is Jim Burke with the Power Racing Series, and I'm anxious to talk about, all the crazy stuff that they got going on.
What are they Power Racing?
Well, we'll find out in a second segment.
Damn you.
I know.
All right, then we have top nerd news, and we'll close out the show, as always, with This Week in Geek History. But as always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Check out our website at twigradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at twigradio, and the Instagram's The Week in Geek. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, once we're off the air, we're going to load it up on Spreaker.com, or you can download Spreaker for your smartphone or tablet. You can also find us on iTunes, YouTube, Fox Sports, AM1280.com, and I'm proud to announce that we're fully on iHeart.com and on the iHeartRadio app. Anytime you want us, you can find us there.
It is freaking awesome, dude. I mean, like, now people can listen to us anywhere, anytime. They don't have to wait on, like, okay, I know it's 6 o'clock on a Thursday. The guys are on. Now they can just, at their will, their whim. Who's our buddy Gil? He was like, hey, I can even listen to you in the shower. And he goes, hey, now that's stuck in your brain. Thanks, Gil.
Yeah. All right. So is Skungy there? You ready?
No, I don't want to talk to Skungy. Do we really have to talk to him?
Yes.
All right, fine.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by GameStop and ThinkGeek.com.
Skungy's Pick of the Week.
He might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
Not a lot, gentlemen, but Dave, I got to tell you, I got something scandalous to tell you.
Ooh, what? Pray tell.
So, last week, I saw Mr. Brian Held, one of the leaders of the PC Master Race, in my store buying a PlayStation 4.
Get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
He's a traitor, a filthy, filthy traitor to his kind.
No.
Welcome to the peasantry, Mr. Held.
No, you see, I bought that PS4 for my dear and lovely wife because
Don't throw in your wife under the bus. Come on.
You know what I use that device for? To watch Netflix.
Yeah,
Sure you do. You look. We understand that you want to come and play in our reindeer games, but it's all right. We'll deny. You can plausible deniability. It's okay.
No. If you want to find me, you can find me on Overwatch. My gamer tag is Byron Delancey 1673. Come get in a game with me.
Welcome to the peasantry, Mr. Held. All right, Skungy, what are we talking about?
Resident Evil 7.
All right, come on, lay it on me. What is it? Is it good?
It scared the crap out of me. That's what it did.
That's what I want to hear.
All right. I mean, this is a complete, 180 of the Resident Evil series. All right. So, Resident Evil has always been a survival horror series. Well, it's moved away from the survival part of it, and it's been more of an action game the last couple of times. Well, let's get that out of the way because it is now a horror game. It is now they've changed it to a first-person perspective for one.
Okay.
So this game is atmosphere, man. It's got. I mean, this game is it's giving me the willies just talking about it, just recounting some of the stuff that happened in this game in my head right now.
It's not like some of the just cheesy, like jump scare crap, though, is it?
It's the atmosphere of it. It's number one, like on a technical standpoint, the sound engineering in this game is so good. If you have the ability to play this game with a performance headset. I highly suggest it because just the little things about it, like little knocks, little, sounds that you hear, breathing, creaking wood, it just makes you jump the entire time.
Nice.
And if you have the headset on, it immerses you even more.
All right.
Now, the story is basically, most of the Resident Evils have been about, zombies and whatnot, and the Umbrella Corporation. This is set in a plantation almost in Louisiana.
Yeah.
In the swamp area, like some made up, swamp area of Louisiana where it's almost like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of setting.
Ooh.
So you got this crazy family that are holding you hostage and you're trying to get out of the house.
In Bayou La Battery?
It's I think it's Delvey is what. So it's now to add on top of this, if you're lucky enough to have a PlayStation 4 VR, the entire game is playable in VR.
All right,
wow.
What about us poor folk who can't afford VR?
It's fine. You can play the game without VR.
Play with the headsets?
It's one of the first games that has been out that is completely 100% compatible from beginning to end in VR. And let me tell you, if you get a chance to play this game in VR, I don't want to play in VR again, Dave. I don't. I'm not going down that hall again. I don't want to do it.
Wow.
I mean, it was like I had to take my VR helmet off. It was during the day, sun is shining in the room, and I had to take it off to remind myself that I was safe.
Wow.
That's awesome. See, that's what Resident Evil was for me in the beginning.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's returned to that. It's got back to that almost now the puzzles in the game are kind of simplistic. That's the one drawback to it that I've noticed.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as much of rich as puzzles as some of the previous iterations did, but it goes back to the whole you have limited resources. You don't have, a million, rounds of ammo laying around. So you want to be scarce with it. You want to be, meticulous with when you use your health upgrades and stuff like that.
Wow. Is this exclusive on the PS4?
No, it's on PS4, Xbox, and Xbox One. And if I'm correct, it's on the dirty PC.
Yeah, it's on the dirty PC.
Well, that's great because I got 7.1 surround sound on my PC. Yeah, so I can hear.
You got the same thing on your new PS4 too.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
It's called headsets.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it
Whatever.
is.
Such a snob.
So hey, we're getting close to a break. Skungy.
Ask him about this.
Well, what's the price point?
The price point says it's going to be $60. There is a season pass available, and it is an additional 24 or 30 for the season pass.
Okay.
I don't know exactly right now, but you can check on it and all the DLC is going to be available on PlayStation first. It comes out on PlayStation a month earlier than on Xbox.
All right. So, this is what we got to ask you. Marvel and Square Enix announced the Avengers project. What do you know?
I don't see. The thing is, Square Enix owns a couple of companies. They own Crystal Dynamics, and they own Eidos. Now, Crystal Dynamics are the people who make Tomb Raider. So we don't know if is it going to be like a Kingdom Hearts type title where you're going to have the Final Fantasy characters and the Marvel characters, or is it going to be just like an action adventure game along the lines of like Tomb Raider or Hitman, something like that? Because Square Enix now owns a bunch of different companies, so they're not clear on what it's going to be. So it's kind of just wait.
They were intentionally vague with that trailer.
Yeah.
But I mean, they show Thor's hammer, the gauntlet, Tony Stark's Iron Man's hand, and then the Captain America's shield.
All right, Skungy, you got homework. Find out what you know about it, and get back to us as soon as you can.
Oh, trust me, I will.
All right, that's cool. All right, we have to go to a break in a half second here. So, Skungy, thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
You're fired.
Yay!
Yay, get off the show.
Bye.
All right, Brian, that's our guest on the line, so we need to go to break.
We do, right now.
Oh, well, God, I hate you. Jesus. So let's just why don't you tell them who our guest is?
Our guest is Jim Burke with the Power Racing Series, and he's going to tell us all about it right after these short commercial messages. Stay tuned.
Yeah, what Brian said.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Traffic remains very heavy on your way in from Metairie toward downtown. On I-10 East, we have delays from Bonneville all the way up toward the Slidell Split after an earlier breakdown was cleared. There was also an earlier breakdown on the main span of the connection to the West Bank. That was cleared, but we're still seeing heavy traffic on 10 West starting at St. Bernard Avenue. And we also have an accident in the center lane, I-610 West at Canal Boulevard. I'm Lisa Baque. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance has answers. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, offers more than 1,000 free online resources to inform and inspire youth and high school coaches, parents, student-athletes, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
From the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer Weather Center.
Happy Thursday from the Fox 8 Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Shelby Latino. The cold front moved through last night, and that's leaving us with mostly sunny skies. As we head into the day today, temperatures will only be getting into the mid to upper 50s. It does look like breezy conditions will stick with us. We'll see those winds continuing into tonight, helping to bring in cooler air, and temperatures will drop into the mid 30s overnight on the North Shore and the mid 40s on the South Shore. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Shelby Latino. Have a great day.
This report is brought to you by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer takes stress out of caring for a sick child. A gentle forehead scan is all it takes. Get yours at Walmart or other fine retailers today.
Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
Kasha's Bazaar, located at 5727 Jesson Highway, across from Red, White, and Blue. Geeky collectibles and more. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kasha's Bazaar. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jesson Highway, the Unflea Market. Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans in Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby & Coos, more than books. Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's NOLA Gaming Fest on February 18th and 19th at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with thousands of dollars in cash and prizes, and so much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to nolagamingfest.com.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to
Starscream here, and you are listening to The Week in Geek, Fox Sports, 1280 AM. Call me Lord.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D-Squared.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
So, what, man?
Oh, my God. Traffic really screws you up,
dude,
huh?
I am so
Get it together. For the love of God, man. It's a live show.
So, you're right. Don't make it worse. So, shout out to Cyber Ernie, right? Our awesome Facebook admin. He does so much incredible stuff, and he finds so many incredible articles, like the one about the Power Racing series, which brings us tonight's guest. It's Jim Burke. He's the co-founder of the Power Racing series. How you doing, Jim?
Hi, I'm pretty good. How's it going?
It's going fantastic, man. If not a little stressful over here.
He's been better. Don't listen to him.
So, we saw this article. We started looking into it, and simply put, this is about learning, building, and competing, but it's so much more. Jim, what is the Power Racing series?
All right, so it's basically the under $500 electric kart racing series where the teams start with a children's Power Wheel and modify it for speed and performance. Basically going around a small track around 20, 25 miles an hour and doing it under a budget of $500. Like, we're not talking about really high quality builds here. We're talking about scraping together what you can and trying to squeeze out an ounce of performance for pennies.
Wow.
So when can you tape on knives and cutlery and like pitchforks? Is that the next stage of evolution?
It can be.
Okay.
But usually some of the teams build their cars as cutlery and knives and forks. There's a lot of themes going on with these vehicles.
So they try to make it more aerodynamic? Is that what they were doing?
Yeah, as long as it's in the shape of an arrow, I suppose. Yeah, you could. That's totally an option. One of the facets of the league is that the vehicles have themes. Each one of them has a type of, building that. We've had a Back to the Future car in the past. We've had, the Bluesmobile, Ecto 1, and, other geeky fun vehicles. And the idea is that not only are the race points that they compete in, yes, an actual race, but they get points from the crowd as well, live during the race. And those points are just as important as the championship points that they get from finishing.
That's super cool. Dude, I like the whole thing. Okay, so let's step back for a second. How did this start?
Oh, it started, I co-founded it with Patrick Callahan, one of my good friends. at a makerspace in Chicago around 2009, and we started racing in 2010 at maker fairs all across the country. We started in Detroit, actually, in 2010. And it just kind of kept going from there. We kept getting emails from people saying, where can we have this? We want to have this. How can we build a car? We want to build a car. We want to get going. And, each year we add more races to the calendar and we have more teams showing up. Just this past season, we had 85 teams from coast to coast.
Wow. Well, and when I first saw the about your series here, I was like, that screams for makers to kit bash stuff together. And so, clearly you're heavily involved in that community, right?
Absolutely. I mean, since day one, we wouldn't be doing anything if it wasn't for that community. It's super important to have those kind of makers be a part of what we do and about the rules too. Though I help write the rules with a small group of people in the organization, those rules come after angry, yelling meetings where for 4 hours once a year, all the teams get together and try to figure out what they want to do next season. And that kind of collaboration works really well for us.
No, that's great. So now are you going and personally organizing all of these races across the country, or is it different groups that are now part of this larger organization?
A little bit from column A and column B there. It usually started with us driving around the country and putting on some of these events, but actually had a lot of help, especially with our Southern Division putting on the Nashville and Atlanta races. I have to give a shout out to Chris Lee for probably one of the biggest Star Wars fans in the country, who's really stepped up and helped us put on events in those maker fairs as well. So, that's kind of the important part of it, is it's a group of people who build things, a group of people who are really passionate about not just making cool and geeky stuff, but showing other people why it's fun. And it's really hard to deny going 20 miles per hour in a little tiny cart that you're not supposed to fit in while children scream at you at the top of their lungs. It's really difficult not to be excited by that.
So go ahead. I was going to say, is that how you get to the other cities to drum up some support? Did you drive it on the interstate?
We've thought about it. Just, how big of a trailer of batteries would you need, and how long would it take?
So wait, you mentioned Star Wars. Please tell me you have an X-Wing or a TIE Fighter car.
We've had both of those in previous seasons. We had an X-Wing and a TIE Fighter, yeah.
Wow.
All right, Brian, this reeks of Chewbacca.
I know.
We need to start. I'm going to go buy some Power Wheels this weekend. We're going to soup it up, man.
We have to.
We have to ride it in a parade.
So Jim, when Jim and I were going back and forth, setting up the interview, I mentioned Chewbacca to him, so he's kind of a little bit familiar. But well, not only Chewbacca, but have you been to Dragon Con, Jim?
I haven't, but I probably will be this year because quite a few of our contingency goes there the last couple of seasons. We're in the parade for the last 2.5 years. So I think I'm running out of excuses not to be able to go at this point. I always had something happening at the same weekend, but I think this is the year I'll finally be there.
Nice. Yeah, your cars need to be in the Dragon Con parade. I can clearly see that.
Oh, they have been. A group of 10 of them in the last couple of years, too. And it's very well received. I have tons of little videos of children just basically begging their parents to help them build one. So I feel like we're doing the right thing if that's how we're kind of, going along with sort of things like that.
So I noticed on your site, and that's powerracingseries.org, the new schedule is not up. Do you have a 2017 schedule coming out?
Yes, we do. We're actually finalizing a few of those dates right now. Actually, last week I just got off the phone. We will be doing our first race of the season will be in Chicago, April 23rd, 24th, the same weekend as C2E2, the Comic-Con that's there.
Wow, yeah.
We're co-promoting with them, so that's going to be exciting, especially because it's technically our hometown race. I'll actually have to fly back home for this.
Cool, very cool. Well, hey, look, don't forget us down here in the South, man. We got plenty of events down here. We need to get you hooked up with some of the organizers.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to keep adding more events for this. Trust me, the cars we've seen so far, if it's any indication, I can't wait.
And we really don't need an excuse to ride around in anything for any reason across the city of New Orleans. We'll just do it just because.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need permits.
Yeah, I mean, we're Americans. We'll race anything. We'll race a hamburger if it has wheels.
Fantastic. Well,
when does the Death Race series start? That's what I'm patiently waiting for. So when we can actually start
You'll find out when it's too late. How about that?
Yeah, we'll weaponize the vehicle soon. Yeah,
nice.
I'm liking it.
All right, Jim. Well, the website, it's powerracingseries.org. Where else can we find out information about the organization?
PowerRacingSeries.org. We also have a Vimeo channel, Power Racing Series. We have a Facebook group also, Power Racing Series. And you can also go to MakerFair.com and look up Power Racing Series to see some of the past Maker Fairs and the upcoming Maker Fairs that we will be participating in. We have Chicago, Detroit, Kansas City, Atlanta, Nashville, what else? New York, and also Bay Area in May. And
Nice.
Colorado also. So, pretty full calendar. So full that I'm trying to desperately keep track of all the venues we're attending this year.
I get it, man. Well, Jim, thank you so much for taking the time. I want you to hang on for a second. Don't go just yet. Guys, stay tuned. When we get back, we're going to get into some top nerd news, and I think it's going to get a little ugly here in the studio.
What the hell are you talking about? You don't even know what you're talking about. And you know what, Brian?
What?
Gandalf's going to meet the Black Knight.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out right after the break.
All right, guys, this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. We'll be right back.
From the Taxman Financial Service Traffic Center.
We're seeing some slowing as you make your way from Metairie into the CBD. On I-10 eastbound, delays are still right near West End after an earlier accident near the Slidell Split was cleared. And traffic remains heavy on I-10 westbound. If you're coming in from the high-rise toward downtown, delays are still backed up near Esplanade. We are also looking at an accident in the right lane on I-10 eastbound near the two-lane on-ramp near Orleans Avenue. I'm Lisa Baque. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
This report is brought to you by Lead Safe America. Do you live in a historic home? Are you renovating? Your children could be at risk of lead poisoning. It takes just a microscopic amount of lead dust to poison a child. Learn more at leadsafeamerica.org.
iHeartRadio just got better. Yes! In addition to the completely free iHeartRadio, with thousands of the best radio stations, free custom artist stations, and commercial-free digital stations, now you can play any song, add unlimited skips, hear instant replays, unlimited playlists, and so much more.
This is James from Metallica.
Hey, this is Patrick. And Dan from the Black Keys.
We're Green Day.
Check it out today and see what's new on iHeartRadio.com or download the free iHeartRadio app today.
The Week in Geek every Thursday at 6 p.m. from the TubbyandCoos.com studios. Comic books, movies, video games, and more. The Week in Geek every Thursday at 6 p.m. on Fox Sports 1280 with David D. DeCorbier and Brian Held.
There's nothing more exciting than getting an amazing deal, and that's exactly what happens every day at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. Dana scored a brand new laptop for just $1 penny. Barbara got a 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com, and Kim won a $500 gift card for less than $7. Visit DealDash.com and bid on gifts for Christmas, birthdays, or just keep it for yourself. On DealDash.com, you'll see an endless stream of amazing opportunities on laptops, smartphones, gift cards, and tons of other great finds, many at about 90 to 99% off retail. Get the stuff you want at a price you'll brag about at DealDash.com. Grab your first bid pack with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Text the keyword OFFER to 41411 right now to get your 100 free bids and start winning amazing deals. That's 100 free bids on us. Start winning the biggest deals you'll ever see in electronics, toys, even furniture. Text keyword OFFER to 41411. Remember to click the link to get your 100 free bids. That's OFFER to 41411.
At Discover, we believe anniversaries should be a time of celebration, not obligation. That's why we think annual fees are ridiculous. And now, just for giving us a try, we're going to give new card members a one-year anniversary gift they'll never forget. At the end of your first year, we'll match all the cash back you've earned dollar for dollar. No caps and no catches, because we know if you try us, you'll like us. And that's worth every penny. Try it and believe it at discover.com/match. Cashback match offer only for new card members. Limitations apply.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving supports victims of drunk driving, drug driving, and underage drinking at no charge. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's MADD.org.
Kosh's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kosh's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market. Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans in Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby & Coos, more than books. Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's NOLA Gaming Fest on February 18th and 19th at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with thousands of dollars in cash and prizes, and so much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to nolagamingfest.com.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
Yeah, this is Sam J. Jones / Gordon, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. You better be listening. I will hunt you down. And I will find you.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D-Squared. I will hunt you down. I will bring you down. Bring you down to Chinatown.
Oh, that guy was a trip.
He was. He's nuts. Yeah. Man. I like him.
Yeah.
Crazy people are awesome.
They are.
Speaking of crazy people, Brian.
Top Nerd News?
Yes.
And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Kosh's Bazaar. Find them at 5727 Jefferson Highway. And now, our top nerd news stories.
All right, now, Brian, I guess our top nerd news story would definitely have to be the announcement of the new title for Star Wars.
Episode 8?
Episode 8.
Yeah.
And our own Fox News correspondent, Michelle Polino, has some more on that.
Star Wars 8 has an official title. The follow-up to the highly successful Force Awakens will be called Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Of course, the news sent social media into a galactic tizzy over who the Last Jedi might be. And as every true Star Wars fan would note, the 7th installment was all about Daisy Ridley's character, Rey, and discovering her powers of the Force. And in the last shot of the film, Rey comes face-to-face with Luke Skywalker, who, of course, was our Jedi hero in the original 1977 film. Writer-director Rian Johnson has previously said Episode 8 will start right where The Force Awakens left off. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
So, Brian,
yeah,
did you know that Episode 7 was all about Ridley Scott?
So
I do love that they try very hard.
Yeah,
though. I give them an A for effort.
Yeah,
because they do some work and they put a little,
definitely
a little elbow grease into those spots.
So some people are talking, if you take the title for the last episode and this episode, put it together, The Force Awakens: The Last Jedi. I thought that was kind of interesting.
The Force Awakens: The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Why would it do that?
Well, Luke has been in seclusion for many years, right?
If we use that logic, what would it be? A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi? See, that's just stupid.
It's just speculation,
It doesn't make a
Dave.
sents. So it's not like there's...
But this one does.
No, it doesn't.
What do you
just
mean?
so happens that way. Okay, Phantom Menace, what was the second one?
Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars, and then Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it doesn't work for any of that.
It doesn't work for any of it. So why would it start working now?
Who knows?
Stupid internet. Stop reading the internet, Brian. It's really stupid.
But that's where we get everything from. It's all true, Dave.
All lies. Lies and calumnies, say
Well,
I.
while we're talking about Star Wars, Dave,
what about it?
Man, Rebels confirms Knights of the Old Republic lore is canon.
I love some damn Rebels, man. I mean, it has gotten to the point where they're the real proving ground and the real driving force behind the new Star Wars universe. Yeah. I mean, Rogue One was pretty, freaking awesome.
It was.
But Rebels has brought back Thrawn.
Right.
It brought back the direct quote was from Kanan saying, if you remember your history, the Jedis beat the Mandalores or beat the Mandalorians.
Right.
And so in essence, they're saying that the Jedi Mandalorian War actually happened, which when Disney bought Star Wars and all that stuff, they reverted all the expanded universe stuff into legends. Right. So now it doesn't really technically exist, but Rebels has slowly but surely been drawing. It's like cherry picking from the EU now.
Well, but they did say that just because it's legends doesn't mean that we won't go back and take parts from it.
Yeah, but we were all butthurt right when they first did it.
I thought it was probably the best decision they could have made because a lot of the novels were very disjointed. Not all of them were good.
Well, I mean, when they had a Jawa Jedi, it was like, okay, now you guys are really, really digging deep in that well.
Right.
So, I mean, I for one am quite excited that this is happening.
Yeah.
So, yay for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shut up. I hate you. God, what's next?
Well, hey, NASA wants you to help it choose the photo sites for its next Jupiter flyby.
Well, my house. They can all come over to my house.
On Jupiter?
Oh, no. But they just said pick a place. They didn't say where.
On Jupiter, Dave.
On Jupiter. All right, you have to specify.
So if you go to the Mission Juno website for NASA, it's that first link right on the top of the page to help them vote on the places that the people think would be best to take pictures on this particular flyby. And they've been doing a lot of really cool stuff. They just got imagery back from the small red spot that we've been observing for the past few decades, I believe, on Jupiter, and just
talking about the small red spot or the gigantic red spot?
The small one, the one, yeah. And I think they said the winds were around like 348 miles an hour.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like a hurricane down here. No biggie. We live on the coast.
Well, all right.
Who cares?
But it's pretty cool. So, guys, go place your vote. Go check out. They're doing awesome science over there. And we need to get that doctor back on at some point.
Yeah. They got Legos on that little thing.
I know. So get them maybe in about 6-8 months.
Do we have any Ionian, bikini bathers, sunbathers out there that we can get some pictures of?
I don't know. Maybe.
No?
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's see. Overwatch just launched its Chinese New Year event.
That's racist.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea. I just don't even know what is it? Overwatch, they just love giving crap away?
No, they have these holiday celebrations.
Do they have like a horde of interns that I'm not aware of that keep generating all this free content that they keep giving away?
No, they're keeping interest in the game. More people are buying into it.
Who's paying these people salaries?
Dude, it's Blizzard Activision.
Okay, well, where are they getting their money from?
Well, it's $60 to play the game.
Okay.
And then there's also loot boxes.
Oh.
There's the microtransactions, yeah.
That's what, see? Now I hate them again. Good job, thank you.
But you don't have to buy loot boxes.
Yes, you do, if you want to be able to challenge the little 12-year-olds with their ninja cat-like reflexes.
All the loot boxes give you are skins and emotes and spray. Yeah, right. It's none of it affects gameplay.
I'm liking the way Battlefield 1 does their battle packs. They get like randomly given, and sometimes, you can trade them in and you can scrap them for extra points.
Yeah.
And then you can buy better boxes.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I mean, you can pay for it, but I'm not going to pay for it.
Right. So
I don't pay.
In Overwatch, you play the game, and every level you get a box for reaching the next level.
What's in the box?
Sorry. So it's the Year of the Rooster, and it's their new holiday event. I believe it's 3 weeks. It's running, and they've got some cool events associated with it. I think it's nifty because they've got just the quick play stuff that they do, but then there's this arcade mode, and there's they change the map slightly. They give new content, new ways to play the game, and they've just added a capture the flag element, which is awesome. Yeah,
I think your love for Overwatch is unhealthy. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, it's just replaced my love for Team Fortress 2, which was my
you had an empty hole in your heart. That's what you're telling me.
Well, no, I played a lot of Team Fortress 2. That was my mainstay.
Okay.
And now that Overwatch has come out, it's replaced that.
So that Overwatch is your new girlfriend.
Apparently.
Okay.
Yes.
Moving on.
Okay. All right. What else we got on this list?
Dude, Amazon sold out of something. The internet sold out. How does that even happen?
I don't know.
But it happened. All right, so 1984, Orwell's 1984, the book, is sold out on the internet. Amazon has no copies left.
That's insane.
Penguin, friends of ours who give us free copies of books, they are madly printing out new copies of Orwell's 1984.
Well,
as we speak.
Look, I'm not trying to take a political stance in any way, shape, or form.
We're not going anywhere with that.
But everybody needs to read this book.
Well, it's about damn time that America read a book. I'm just saying. It's a lost art form.
It is. There's a lot of folks I talk to who don't read regularly, and that's one of the best parts I love about this show is I read at a minimum a novel a month at this point.
I hate you. I just finished the book. I actually just finished Pressure. Oh, my God, my favorite author, whose name escapes me now, Brian Keene.
Okay.
There we go. He was at Tubby and Coos and signed a book for me.
That's
too.
right. That's right.
It was a pretty cool book. It was big print, so I was able to read it fast. No pictures, though, Brian. There were no pictures.
So,
all right, let's get this out of the way because I hate you, you hate me.
Right.
The Raspberries, what happened?
It's the Razzies. So Zoolander 2 leads the Razzies with 9 nominations.
Okay.
But nipping on its heels with 8 nominations is Batman vs. Superman.
No, it's not.
And it's a historic event for the Razzies because this year they expanded their nominations to 6 versus 5 for each category.
Oh, so they made up an extra category to piss me off?
No, they added an additional nomination to each category because there were so many bad movies in 2016, Dave.
You're like the buzzing of flies to him.
Yes,
so
the buzzing of flies.
I'm excited that I think BVS is going to take the all of them.
No, it's not.
And you know what? I did some research. Ben Affleck actually showed up and received one of his Razzies before.
Well, that's because he's a good guy.
Well, I think, he's
been in some really terrible movies.
He has.
So at least he's honest with himself.
Well,
but this is not one of those movies, Brian. Shut your dirty Marvel-loving face.
Mm-hmm. But interestingly enough, it happens the day before the Oscars, right? So,
so once he comes with his Oscar for this movie,
well, he'll get his Razzie first. Then the next day he'll go get his Oscar.
Okay,
right? So,
or like what the Accountant. I still want to see that movie. It's about some OCD dude who murders people.
Oh, jeez.
We have so many friends like that. All right, Brian. So did you notice on our Facebook page, we're going to break. Calm yourself.
Okay.
Cool you jets. I see you looking at your damn phone.
Yeah.
All right. So on our Facebook page yesterday, there was a little meme that I thought was really, really funny.
Okay.
It was Gandalf and the Black Knight.
Okay.
Did you see it?
I did not.
Well, if not, here's just a little. I put this together yesterday because I'm bored. Here we go.
Go back to the shadow.
I move for no man.
I'm certain to the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. Dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Udun!
Then you shall die.
Fly, you fools!
None shall pass.
You cannot pass!
None shall pass.
You shall not pass!
All right. We call it a draw.
I don't know. I think Gandalf won that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll call it a draw. We'll just call it a draw. All right, Brian. So, you know what?
Let's go to break.
Yeah, we're going to go to break, guys. When we come back, we're going to do This Week in Geek History. But if you can name this horrible song I'm playing right now, I'll give you freaking, 5-10 DVDs of your choice. Well, my choice, really. I'm just going to throw them at you if you can figure out what song this is.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I bet you can't even figure out this song.
All right, guys, send us an email on the Facebook page if you know what this song is.
Or call us 260-1280.
There you go.
Take your pick. All right, guys, this is The Week in Geek. I'll let you listen to it for a minute.
Kasha's Bazaar, located at 5727 Jesson Highway, across from Red, White, and Blue. Geeky collectibles and more. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kasha's Bazaar. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jesson Highway, the Unflea Market. Friends, is your morning tea just not your cup of tea? Then try the tea blends of Viridian Tea Company. At Viridian Tea Company, they sell blends guaranteed to make you think outside the box. With such blends as My Enemy's Tears, Goth Librarian, Cyberpunk, and many more, your tea experience will be out of this world. Look for the blends at Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop, located at 631 North Carrollton, or on Etsy at Viridian Tea Company. Try Viridian Tea Company today. Your taste buds will thank you.
Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans in Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby & Coo's, more than books. Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's NOLA Gaming Fest on February 18th and 19th at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with thousands of dollars in cash and prizes, and so much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to nolagamingfest.com.
When you're in need of pain relief, come to Need It Relief Massage Therapy. Kat is an experienced licensed massage therapist. Check out her website and book your session online now at massagetherapykm.com. Need It Relief Massage Therapy for some much needed relief.
Now back to The Week in Geek with local celebrity Brian.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
And that other guy, what's that other guy's name? David?
Too short for a stormtrooper.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Here's David and Brian.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week of Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D-Squared.
Is that a new cut?
Yeah, I still hate the voice guy.
No, I love him. He's great.
Shut up.
So, hey, one thing I need to point out real quick. You know,
it's not nice to point.
It's especially for the guys. The ladies already know this. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh, crap.
Yes.
When is that?
February 14th every year, Dave.
I don't know.
And just in time for Valentine's Day, our friends over at Need It Relief Massage Therapy have a special. There's a couples massage. It's only $140, and you can book now at massagetherapykm.com. There's limited booking.
Oh, okay.
So get yourself in there. It's I tell you what, she does a great job, and you definitely want to check it out.
Okay.
All
right. February 14th, you say?
Every year, Dave.
I don't know. There's a reason I'm single.
Let's
do this week in Geek History. This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh, my God!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by NOLA Gaming Fest, February 18th and 19th at the Pontchartrain Center. Find out more at nolagamingfest.com. This week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh, my gosh!
All right, Dave. You ready for the first one?
Yes.
January 23rd, 1985. You got to guess this one.
God. Dog it.
Beginning its run spanning for 5 years on television, starring...
Wait a minute. When did we switch to TV shows? It's always been movies.
Hold on.
You're cheating.
Starring Jaga, Lino,
what the hell?
Tigra, Panthro.
The Thundercats. That's still cheating, though.
Oh, you're happy you got it, though, right?
Yeah, but you're trying to take away my geek card, throwing me curveballs.
Yeah, Thundercats began its run.
Thundercats.
Right, yeah.
Cajun Nerd Media.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, let's see.
Lordy.
Next item on the list.
Yeah, I guess I should get ready.
Yeah, you should.
Next?
January 24th. January 24th, 1925. A 2-minute-long motion picture of a solar eclipse is recorded by the United States Navy from a dirigible, Los Angeles, from an elevation of about 4,500 feet.
A total eclipse of the heart.
Around Long Island, New York. It's the first time.
Wait, stop.
What?
Stop.
What?
All right. It was in a dirigible in the sky in Los Angeles or New York, or was the USS Los? What the hell are you talking about now?
The name of the dirigible is the Los Angeles. I stated that.
Not clearly.
All right. They were near New York.
Okay.
It's the first time a dirigible was used for astronomical.
For anything?
Astronomical observations in the United States. And I only put this in here because I wanted to say dirigible.
If we could just talk about Battlefield 1, steampunk, we have all sorts of, we don't have to manufacture reasons to say dirigible. Dirigible. It's just a great word. My God, where's the...
And now it's time for the word of the day.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The word of the day.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right.
So, that's all right.
Okay, let's
get back on track.
All right. January 25th, 1947. Thomas Goldsmith Jr. and Ethel Ray Mann filed for a patent for the first video game built with an analog electronics and a CRT.
Was it Pong?
It was not.
Dang it.
No, this wasn't a guess one. It's actually
was it Ong Pei?
It was never actually manufactured past the prototype stage, but it was using an oscilloscope and the electron ray gun in the electron gun in a CRT to create some dots on the screen, and they put an overlay, and the dots were missiles, but they never fully developed it. But
and then Atari swooped in and kicked it, made them eat their lunch.
Pretty much.
Wow.
But it's kind of cool.
Who was that? Maybe it was our engineer over here, Doug Holland. I think he told me this story where it's like, or was it you? Where the first Pong machine was like they
put it in a bar
right next
the next day they came back and asked the guy, hey, how did it work out? And they're like, I don't know, it's broken. And it was broken because it was stuffed full of quarters. They couldn't. Yeah, exactly. All right, next item on the list, January 26th, 1994.
That was a good year.
It was. Especially for this reason. The science fiction television series Babylon 5 premieres with the episode Midnight on the Firing Line. Yeah, no, it's 110 episodes total in the run for 5 seasons. You've never even seen it, have you?
I have seen it. I even joined the group Babylon 504. I even went to one meeting.
Right.
And then I never went back. I don't think they liked me very much.
Well.
I have a very abrasive effect on people.
You do, Dave.
I do. But I did not like the show. It was not visually appealing to me. It was aesthetically unpleasing to the eye.
Fair enough. Next item on the list. January 27th, 1972. This is the world's first home video game console. Magnavox begins producing the Odyssey. Yeah, you don't remember the Odyssey?
No, I don't.
Yeah, this precedes all of them. And it's weird. It was like a box, and it had these 2 controller boxes with these knobs and a reset button on it. And it also worked with overlays that you put on the screen.
I remember us talking about it, but I was poor, right? Shut up.
Well, no, I had a cousin who had an Odyssey 2.
Oh, you had a rich cousin.
Well, yeah, apparently, because he had an Odyssey 2, and it had the overlay on the console itself. It was really weird. But, all right, last item on the list, January 28th, 1457. King Henry VII of England is born as Harry Tudor.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
No.
He was the last king of England to win the throne on the field of battle.
Yeah, that's how you win a damn throne.
By might of arms. Yes, it is.
Yes.
All right, ready for birthdays?
Sure.
On the 23rd, Richard Dean Anderson.
Oh, my God. That's, what's his name? Angus.
Angus MacGyver. There you go. Oh, you learned something, Dave.
Remembered something. I am the smartest man alive.
On the 24th, Matthew Laird, serial
killer.
Yeah, serial killer from Hackers, and he's also Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. Yes. On the 26th, David Stratham. He was Whistler in Sneakers. He was also in The Bourne Identity.
Okay.
Yeah. On the 27th, comic book artist and writer Frank Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
On the 28th, Elijah Wood.
Oh, little, not Gandalf.
Frodo.
I'm looking at Gandalf right here on my computer screen.
And on the 29th, Mark Singer.
Hey, Beastmaster.
The Beastmaster, yeah.
All right, so Brian, February 18th and 19th, Skungy and I will be in Kennebra. We're going to be at the
NOLA Gaming Fest.
Well, I was going to say the Punch Train Center. But yes, the NOLA Gaming Fest, February 18th and 19th. Skungy and I will be there. Where will you be?
I am going to be in Pensacola at Pensacon.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been working all day on setting stuff up.
Once we get off of the air, we'll actually firm up our guest list for that.
Yep.
But Brian will be there, and then Skungy and I will be at the NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to nolagamingfest.com.
And we have events created on our Facebook page for NOLA Gaming Fest and CoastCon. So go.
CoastCon's coming up, too.
Yeah, in
I'm
March.
excited about that.
Yeah.
Odin Fair.
Yep, exactly.
All right, guys, till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
We are Fox Sports 1280. WODT New Orleans, an iHeart radio station.